They call it the Razer Blade 14. In this video, let's unbox it. This is going to be the first time in about 2 years that I have taken a look at the Razer Blade 14. I last saw the Ryzen 9 5900HX version. This is the Ryzen 9 7940HS with the RTX 4070 GPU. Now in this video, we'll be looking at the form factor and functionality of the laptop, checking out the basics and the unboxing. And in the full dedicated review, we'll be looking at benchmarks, webcam, color accuracy, color gamut range, speaker, keyboard, noise test, all that. But this is getting a feel for what the laptop is like and my first impressions, what I think about it, and how it's improved over the past couple of years. Now, first and foremost, we get our charger in this weird like space, packing wrap. I think it's nice. Then you got a little rubber band around to secure it. Now, I do like that this is still a full dedicated power adapter. It's not a USB Type-C charger. I like that so you don't occupy your USB Type-C. And of course, they have the Go Green with Razer, their commitment to sustainability. They're going to be carbon neutral by the time you're dead. So just keep that in mind. I'm kidding, 2030, but it's like 6 years away. All right. Now, pulling this out of the box. Good weight and thickness, a nice thin form factor laptop. And just so we don't forget to mention, this is a 230 watt power supply. And I ripped the paper. Crap, I ripped the paper. I hate when I rip the paper. There we go. All right. I ripped the paper. Drives me crazy. I love to like unbox these things perfectly. Bam, there's the laptop. It's a beauty. It's a real beauty, mate. Look at that thin and light chassis. You look at the bottom cover, assembled so nicely. Bottom cover into side panels. And these are beautiful laptops. Ventilation here. Back of the chassis. On the Razer Blade 14, we still have a Kensington lock, HDMI, USB Type-A, and USB Type-C, as well as your power adapter, Type-A, Type-C, and a headphone jack. Anyone can find anything on the internet, including your full legal name, your personal email, your home address, phone number, and even your relatives. That's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. We've been using Aura to monitor our personal information online for over a year now and have been able to reclaim control of our personal data. This information is accessible because of data brokers who profit by selling your information to robocallers, telemarketers, spammers, and anyone else that wants to learn more about you. You can use my link by going to aura.com/BenjiKaiser to try a 2-week free trial to see how many data brokers are sharing your information. Aura's app also features a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitor, internet parental controls, and protects your devices from malware. Aura has almost every internet safety tool you'll ever need, all inside one app. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial with my link in the video description. Now let's go ahead and get this laptop open and closed with one hand. Very easily done with one hand. No bounce on that screen, locks right into place. Very little screen flex. I mean, this thing is built so tremendously well. And of course, we have the THX Spatial Audio Experience. I'm not sure if you knew this, but THX was actually George Lucas' thing. When he produced the first Star Wars, he found that the audio in the theaters was not up to par for the experience he wanted for his movies. So he went around and certified a number of theaters throughout the country with his THX Spatial Audio Experience to create better audio experiences for his Star Wars movies. Fun fact, don't know if you knew that. Great book, Life of Lucas. It's a whole biography about George Lucas. It's fantastic. Yes, I'm a Star Wars fan. All right, next let's see if we have enough power to get this thing powered up. But as you can see, we have those upward-facing speakers for that THX Spatial Audio Experience. We have a QHD display, 2560 by 1600 at a 240 hertz refresh rate. If you're into gaming, this will be your jam. Now, as the laptop is firing up, there's a webcam here along the top bezel. Here's a audio and video sample for you so you can check it out. This is the webcam on the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Nano and a little sample of the audio for you as well. This is an HD camera, Looks really nice, I must say. Now the keyboard deck is fantastic. Minimal keyboard deck. I don't mind this is a kind of smaller shift key as standard than I'm used to. For instance, I have the MacBook Air here, and you can see the shift key is quite a bit longer on the MacBook Air compared to the Razer Blade 14. But because of its placement, I'm not going to risk pushing a different key or pushing the back arrow, whatever, while I'm using the keyboard. So I don't mind these slightly smaller shift keys. Now we do have a smaller backspace key. That shouldn't be too much of an issue as well. So overall, I like the keyboard layout. Has a medium to short key press. It's not quite an ultrabook. It's not quite as short as, say, like the MacBook Air I have here, but it definitely is a short to medium key press. Now the trackpad is fantastic. A glass trackpad that is a mechanical click, so you still have that confident mechanical click if you're used to that. If you're not used to the haptic trackpad, for instance, like on the MacBook Air, or the other MacBook products, or the ZenBook Pro 16X, I personally enjoy the manual click for Windows laptops. I've gotten used to it on my Apple MacBook Air 15, but I really enjoy it on Windows laptops being a manual click trackpad for all the different shortcuts, right clicks, and such that I do. But overall, keyboard and trackpad, fantastic on this laptop. Now this laptop does open to about a 45-degree angle. You're not gonna get the fully flat open on the Razer Blade 14 like you might for the Asus Republic of Gamer Zephyrus G14. And yes, I will do a head-to-head comparison between those two models in the coming days on the channel, so just keep an eye out for that on the channel. Now, although this is a almost completely aluminum build quality, keep in mind you will have plastic around the bezel of the screen, and also you have a little bit of this rubberized material, so when you close the lid, it closes very soft, so it's not slapping down on the lid too hard, so it feels very nice in your hands. And for those of you that do not like a glossy display, this is going to be an anti-glare matte display, which is great if you're using this outside or you just have bright lights inside of an office. It really makes a difference having that matte display rather than the gloss. Now, if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of the Razer Blade 14, I'll put links in the description below. And if you do make a purchase of those links, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. Now, the one thing that really ground my gears about the 2021 model was the fact that you could not upgrade the RAM on the specific model that I had. And I still saw that on the base model, you could not upgrade the RAM. So I'm curious, this is the full RTX 4070 GPU with a Ryzen 9 7940HS. Can you upgrade both RAM sticks on this laptop? Because if you can, that would be a big reason to choose this laptop over the G14. All right, so let's go ahead and shut the laptop down now that we've got this thing powered up, because it'll take forever to set this thing up, and check out the RAM upgrade. One thing I love about the Razer Blade 14 is the ability to easily pull that bottom cover off. And for the Razer Blade 14, we have 1 and 2 RAM sticks that can be upgraded. This is a huge improvement and a big reason you might be considering the Razer Blade 14 over the Asus Republic of Gamer Zephyrus G14. 2 RAM sticks can be upgraded. You have access to an M.2 drive, and so that makes this laptop highly upgradable. So you're not stuck with, say, 16 gigs of RAM in a powerhouse laptop with an RTX 4070. Definitely be a top choice for me for compact 14-inch laptops. And for the battery, we have a 68 watt-hour battery. Not amazing, but it is a Ryzen 9 7940HS processor, so that could give us the efficiency we need to also get great battery life out of this laptop. Links in the description if you're ready to make a purchase, or click or tap the screen here for more videos to help you with your purchasing decision. I'll see you here in the next one.